Joining us now to share some additional insights on U.S. beef exports is Troy Bockelman of CattleFax. Troy, we talk a lot on this show about how important international markets are. Tell us, how much value are those markets bringing to the cattle industry today?
Yes, sir. So exports bring about $216 per fed steer or heifer. When you throw in variety meats, it adds another $35. And when you throw in hides, it's about $300 per head.
And what about the global economy? In your opinion, how healthy is our global economy, and what kind of impact is that having on beef exports?
Yeah, so the global economy, I think, is experiencing stable to steady growth. The less developed or developing countries are experiencing even a higher growth rate. With that higher growth rate, disposable incomes are increasing. With the increasing incomes, these consumers are going to demand more meat in their diet. The more meat, they're going to look to the U.S. markets and our higher quality beef.
That's good news. And so as you and the team at CattleFax looks at this year, what are you projecting in terms of value and volume of beef exports as we near the end of 2016?
So CattleFax forecasts a 6% increase in beef exports by the end of 2016. This equates to about 150 million pounds. When it comes to value, because of the lower prices in the markets today, we're going to have a 10% decline, but this is still $800 million.
Pretty significant still.
Yes.
Yeah. And we hear a lot about imports. How big of an issue is imports, and specifically, what impact are they having on U.S. beef markets?
Well, imports, we forecast imports down 10% this year. We're increasing cow slaughter, which a lot of our imports is the boneless variety that is going to go into hamburger, and then we're exporting the whole muscle cuts. Australia is getting rainfall now. They're rebuilding their herd. So 50 to 60% of our imports come from there, and imports are an important part of the competitive free market.
Absolutely. And so one last question, I'm going to put you on the spot a little bit and have you look into your crystal ball. Yeah. Is it too soon to be projecting what we might see in 2017 in terms of a global export market?
Well, as I said earlier, with Australia rebuilding their herd and their cattle prices higher, it puts us at a competitive advantage in several key markets. CattleFax forecasts a 2 to 3% increase in beef exports during that period of 2017. Imports 10% down in 16, but we see about a 6% decrease in imports as the increase in cow slaughter, and there's a lot of factors that'll go into this, whether it be the global economy continuing to see the steady growth, what will be the strength of the U.S. dollar, and things like that.
Lots of factors and uncertainty, certainly, but we certainly appreciate your insight and the team at CattleFax for sharing that with us. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, sir.
Want to keep up on all the latest news in the cattle industry? Just visit NCBA's website at beefusa.org. And for more expert analysis on the cattle markets, be sure to visit CattleFax.com.